and there are 54. So just hope that people know it's not the only amendment in the bill. Senator Donnghaile.
Yeah, I'll be brief, Carla. Yeah, I don't disregard what Senator Conway has said in relation to this, but I share Senator Kelleher's sentiment and not even concern, because I don't think it's an issue of concern, Minister. I think we're all on the one page here. We all want to see the best legislation pass, because we all know, as Senator Conway well said it during her contribution, this is about actually helping people. This is about supporting victims who are out there in the here and now, and who unfortunately will come to the fore in the time ahead. So, Minister, it's just to hone in on this issue, firstly, of engagement. That you have committed to a process of engagement with senators around this, because we do want to see the best form of legislation that does take on board the sentiments that we have expressed. Very, very important, and I think very shared sentiments around definition, but also timeline, and Senator Norris touched on it. The last thing, and I don't suggest for 1 minute this would be the case, that's why I think engagement is so key. The last thing we would want to see is someone coming back at report stage, and then we don't have the opportunity to amend it. So I just want a commitment that engagement will be will start soon, will be forthright. I think you have a willing audience here in terms of members of the Seanad, but I would also reiterate the point from Senator Norris that if we are waiting on the results, then we'll be waiting a fairly long time.
Thank you, Senator.
Why, Minister, in Amendment 4 on subsection F, the applicant's perception of risks to his or her own safety and security. I think it's a very critical word, and I think it's important because we have already touched upon in contributions the notion of, and I hate even saying this because I can't think of a better term, but the traditional understanding of domestic violence, what passed for domestic violence in the past, is changing. And it's changing because of a change in the world around us, the change in higher society across the board interacts and engages with each other. So whether it is through more known and understood forms of abuse, coercion, intimidation, violence, or indeed whether it's the victim's perception caused as a result of new technologies. Senator Norris referred, for example, the whole issue of revenge porn, for example, and how that impacts on people, and how that in itself is a form, obviously, of abuse. So I do think that's a very important addition as well. In terms of subsection 3, Part B, again, it mentions the issue of coercion. And I do think, we have had a very worthwhile engagement on the issue of coercion and what constitutes coercion and how it impacts and sits within this sphere. I do think there is merit, though, Minister, in looking at a specific criminal offence on the issue of coercion. I know that's not necessarily for this particular debate, but as this legislation, this issue moves forward, I do think it is becoming increasingly clear and understood that it is a very pointed and sharp edge of domestic violence and how it manifests itself. So I support the amendments, and certainly from our perspective, Sinn Féin commends it.